welcome back to FX Rhapsody. Today we are going to do two more analysis. We're going to be looking at the Canadian dollar and the Japanese yen, and then we're also going to look at a new one for us. It's the US dollar and the South African rand. But let's first start off with the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. So we can see that on a monthly time frame that the Canadian dollar has been in a big bullish momentum for the last couple of months, and the Canadian dollar is just getting stronger and stronger. And I don't know if it's going to stop somewhere or is it just going to break through. But basically, what we have here is, if I can show you this, I don't know if you guys have seen this, guys of you that's trading this, but what is this? Now I'm just going to point towards this and there. This area with these long wicks, I mean that, what is that called? That is, whoops, supply zone. It's a huge supply area, and or area of supply, and currently the Canadian dollar is tapping into that the big zone, the supply zone, and there's definitely a big possibility that the Canadian dollar will start pulling back and moving to the downside, that the bears are going to start taking over, the sellers are going to climb into the market and start pushing the price down. We saw this back in 2016 with this big momentum upwards, coming down 2018. Will this happen again? Will the Japanese yen strengthen? And but yeah, it's all in the future still. We're not fortune tellers. We don't know exactly what the market's going to do. All we do is we basically react to what the market does. So currently we are looking at that area. Like I said, that's that area of supply. And on a weekly time frame, let's just scroll down to the weekly time frame. We can see that, like I said, this big push to the upside, but there's one candle with all these bears that is not in place, and that will be this little bullish candle there, almost a doji, but it's not. It's just a little indecisive one, but that causes a bit of support in the uptrend. And currently price is just above that. On a weekly time frame, we can see that price broke through it. It started pulling back a little bit towards this area, almost I would almost say coming back to retest that area. But yeah, we will have to look at what it does in this coming week. On a daily time frame, let's have a look at the daily time frame. Let's just expand it a little bit more. Let me just move this. There we go. Now on a daily time frame, we can see this big momentum, or this big bullish candle that went up. We can also see, I've spoken about this a lot before, we can see this W formation in the market that the market created, or price created. And anytime there's a W formation like this, sorry, it's not the best drawing of the W formation, but you can clearly see what I mean. Anytime with a W formation, price comes back and it does make a retracement to the neckline, basically, almost. And a lot of times, especially with the currencies, what it does is it makes a retracement to the 38.2%. So basically what we do is we take our Fibonacci, we take it from the low to the high, and we can see that, let me just expand this a bit more, and we can see that a little bit of a retracement that started happening, not quite touching that 38.2% yet. I would like price to maybe come down a little bit more, maybe even tapping into this I would almost say this golden zone here, and this also falls nicely. I mean, this whole area here from the 38 to the 50%, I would almost say price will come down to there, and then before it maybe pushes up for that last little push for the month next week. And also bear in mind, guys, if I just have to, let's just go back to the monthly time frame, and let me just draw this quickly again. Let's just sorry, I just took this out. The supply zone over here, when the month, and if the month closes in within the zone, don't just think price is going to fall down. Price will definitely still be around here for, let's say, another month. I mean, you look at just the history, look back, look to the left, and you can see how price is. So the daily candle, the monthly candle closed over here in a bullish candle. So the next bearish candle first went up and then went down. So we can expect price to still rally up a little bit before it actually starts moving to the downside. So basically, if I look at the daily, if I go back to the daily again, so where we are now is we can expect price to basically come back into the zone and push up a little bit more before it actually start going down again. So definitely I'll be looking at placing some buys in this zone over here, and then just ride it up a little bit before eventually yeah, we will be looking at big sells in the Canadian dollar. That is if the market is going to adhere to that zone, to that supply zone and fall down, or will the price just start shooting up? I mean, like we said, the Canadian dollar, the big banks, and they're all pushing some longs into the Canadian dollar, and Japanese yen is just getting weaker and weaker. Lots of shorts being pushed into there. So let's have a look at what happens in the next week or so. All right, let's move on to the South African dollar. The US dollar, South African rand. Let's have a look. Monthly time frame quickly. Yeah, first time I'm analyzing this. I actually don't trade this pair. I'm just yeah, somebody just asked me to have a look at this. So let's just take a quick peek and see what we can see. So basically, there's a big nice area of support that I've seen here, and this is when yeah, back in 20, just before this COVID thing happened. So basically, prices now come back into this area again after this whole pandemic rallying up, coming down, and now the rand is getting a lot stronger against the dollar. And so basically what's happening is it's pushing through that support area there currently, and we can expect price to even push back a bit more, maybe coming back a little bit, but yeah, it's we'll have to look at what it does there. Let me just leave that in. Let's go to the daily. I'm going to skip the month, the weekly. I'm just going to go straight to the daily. Now we can see this trend line over here that the rand is trading in, or basically running in. Let's just draw it like this, and then there we go, and then let's just pull it here. Alright guys, there we go. It's more or less like that. I like getting my trend lines as relatively accurate as possible. It's always good to have a nice accurate trend line. Makes life easier trading. So you can see this zone that the rand has been, tumbling down towards this big area of support. You can also see that this area was broken. It came back to retest. Also with these candles, let me just expand it a bit more. We can see with this push to the downside, the rand getting stronger, dollar getting weaker. We can see, obviously, we've talked about this before. Let me just take this away. This big, we know about that zone or that support zone that it's been, but we can definitely see this little candle that formed there, little bullish candle in between the bears. Price pushed up on Friday, you know, and it came back all the way, basically respecting this area over there. Let's just make it like that. So basically, price is not broken up to the upside. It looks like price still wants to fall down a little bit more, and basically, if we had to draw back that big area there, I would expect the rand to get a bit stronger, still more, let's say towards this trend line, and then let's just draw it a little bit further on, so we can do this. It will start falling down, and then basically when it gets close to that trend line, I expect rand to come back, retest that area, and yeah, well, after that we will have to see what happens. So basically what I'm seeing is a bit of a sell in the next week before the rand starts pushing up again. So yeah, let's keep an eye on that. Also bearing in mind it's the end of the month, so anything can happen. I'm just gonna, again, let's just have a quick peek. Now let's just do this. It will bring back our little area there. Here we go. So if we have to go to the monthly, let's take a quick peek here, and we can see that it is the end of the month, and we are definitely, this candle is not finished yet. We've got 2 days left. This candle might just pull back even more. Daily candle might just break above that resistance now, and we can see this support area holding up, where from here on the rand might start pushing to or getting weaker, dollar getting stronger, and the rand might still push up. Yeah, the dollar rand might go up then. So guys, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. Leave your comments in the comment section, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and yes, I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend. Look out for more videos coming your way, and happy trading, guys.